Are we up? Are we up? Are we up? Up, up. We're live, yay. Yeah, you got sound. I don't want to put my own sound. Okay. Oh, we're like so delayed. Anyway. Okay, I am trading for a living. This is my 12th month of trading with no money. And I am looking for head and shoulder reversal patterns like this upside down one. Shoulder, head, shoulder. And then break, close, retest, and then a big dip. That's a weekly trend line, a weekly fan line. So, and it has rejected that in a big way. So I don't think I'll go in for that one. Euro CAD, I did normal entry there. Okay, what are we up to? Euro pound, nothing. Euro Japan, nothing. See, there's an upside down one, but we've got to get that run down, and then just tried to go down, and now it's like a gentle sweep back up. Hopefully, let's have a look. So this would be the neckline. I learned this course from Simon Paulin, who teaches it on the Trading Academy at school.com, spelt with a K. See, it has not. See, the idea is the fib time tool, so this is the time between here and the break close. And we could push it to there, and this level has to be found there, and it hasn't. So that means no room for PCL, so I'll just write on there. No room for PCL. I'll be strict. No room for PCL. Oh, I will not enter, because we're supposed to be making money and not mucking around, right? That was my neckline. Did I enter? Lots of support, but entering with a skip BCR. Wonder if it's going down. I wonder if that's still in our trade expiry. That's Euro US. Let's have a look at it. Trade control staging. Planned list. Include all. Bar regex. Euro USD. The USD is done. And did it win? That was on my reversals, which is Trade Nation. And go to trade control staging plan timeline. So state await entry. That's the beginning, I guess. I don't want it in a veto trade express. It ran out basically, which is here. So it just ran out and closed the trade. So that's good. I guess we probably got some money from that one. Yay, fake money, but that's good. I'm happy. Okay, we'll find out how much we got later. Eurozar, because at the moment we're already entered this one. Normal entry. Hopefully that's doing it. Pound. There's nothing. I'm looking for new entries at the moment, and then I'm going to review some of the ones that I've already entered. Now, so you could call that a 15-minute reversal, because it's got a run down and it's got like a shoulder, head, shoulder, but we're already in a, no, we're not in anything, because that was a short trade, a long trade as well. So we'll just do a 15-minute long here on the experimentals account, because 15-minute head and shoulders are generally not profitable for me. I'm going to change that to neckline V2. And I'm trying to pump up my real demo account. I would call that too high. I'll call that support, resistance, so that I can get real. And I've already got a resistance at take profit, so we're good. We don't even need that. Gone. I'll put it in there anyway. Okay. This is obviously a strong resistance line. because it's a support, like it's really high getting above that. That's a weekly fan line, so it might have trouble getting above that as well. So we're just going to do a normal break close retest before it goes. So we've got to go break up above that neckline, which is way up here, right? It's probably not going to get to profit, honestly, but let the computer, I'd rather, like have a chance of getting profit than not even enter, right? It's like, I want to win lotto, but I don't want to buy a ticket. Actually, what lottos are terrible explanations. There's our trade expiry. We've got our support. We need our too low. So if it goes lower than, say, here, we don't want to be in the system anymore. So all of this we've stuck on TradingView, and now the computer will read it. It should be 5 things, which is the fib, which is the distance from the bottom of the head, because upside down head, to the neckline, to the take profit, and the neckline itself, support and resistance, and the too low and the trade expiry. So 5 things. And now we're at the 6th thing, which is remembering where we entered. And what kind of entry are we going to do? Normal entry. Normal experimental entry. So what we've got to do on the computer is say TVR, risk plan account experimental. And it will read, let me just line that up properly there. It'll read the chart, taking a sweet time. Wait for it to finish. Done. So that's registered into the computer now, so it'll manage the trade for us. New Zealand CAD. See, look, there's a beautiful one. Look. Shoulder, head, shoulder. This is what you'd class as 15-minute. So it's a Quasimodo entry. See, look, I've missed out on it, but this is the sort of trade we're trying to get. There's your neckline. I mean, maybe we can still get something out of it. There's your take profit. I'm not going to include those wicks because they look pretty. Oh look, we can actually come down to here. In fact, I will shrink it a bit so that this, maybe that line looks good a little bit more. I'm trying to get to previous levels, so, and probably rate is going to be there. And then these, see, this candle here is a confirmed floating engulfer because these 2 candles are bigger than that candle, like it's an acceleration. So your entry would be here, and the top of that candle would be your stop loss, and then your take profit would be down here. So we would have theoretically be on our way to profit right there, but we never entered. So I'll just put a little mark here to, are we too late? Why not? We'll just do a skip BCR entry, because even though we might not be too late, we might get a little tiny candle and then boom, it goes down. We'll see. I might get a retrace and then a extra hit, and so that's the thing, is better to at least try, right? Trade expiry is here, so it's going to run out when it gets there anyway. And support and resistance will be, that's a support because it's a daily value zone for sure, support, and that's at our targets of support, but that's already automatic in the system. Do we care about this? No, we're good. Okay, let's do it. Let's write everything in properly. So that's the daily value zone as well. Probably we want to go up here maybe. Let's zoom out to the higher time frame, 4 hours. Can we see any support hitting that? It's hitting there basically. So it is, that daily value zone's pretty strong. And we're gonna go reg account, doing experimental, we're doing normal, and skip BCR because we're already in. It may or may not get a trade, but we'll see. save, remember to save your trading view pictures or saving the trading view status. Here we have another nice little shoulder, head shoulder. We've already entered this on Oanda, so we're just going to enter it again, even though why am I moving the news? Just delete the news so I can just see what I'm doing. So the rule is that if this shoulder is taller than that shoulder, then the neckline moves here. But because it isn't, then it isn't. So neckline V2 and measure. We can literally measure where the end of the trade is going to be. It's going to be there. Zip. And we need the fib retracement for take profit. Is this a 7? It's a 7 a.m. candle. Because it's a 7 a.m. candle, which is a rubbish candle. It's the Monday morning open candle in Australia when only the New Zealand exchange is open. So there's zero liquidity on Forex, on anything really, because the Kiwis are all like, "Oh, she'll be right, mate. I'll give you like 5 buckies, 5 Kiwis." My New Zealand accent. Sorry, Kiwis. I'm actually Kiwi. I identify as Kiwi, but not a kiwi fruit or bird. As a New Zealander brew. It looks okay. Support. I don't see any other support or resistance lines except the bottom. And we've done the break and close of the neckline. We've done the retest of the neckline, so now we're ready to go in on the next entry candle. So skip BCR, bam, and that's it. Wait, did I miss anything? No, is it done? It's registered. Okay, I've got to write it. I've got to concentrate. Skip BCR entry. Dupe of Oanda. I'm entering in on the same instrument on 2 different brokers. Because why? Because I want to get as much data as I can for testing. This is that same one I've done before, where like if we treat this as the shoulder, this is the head, that is the shoulder. The take profit price, which is down here, is not going to be in our history, so I'm just going to ignore it. I'm going to put no room for PCL. No room for PCL. Pattern completion level, that's what it's called. Is any of these a 7 a.m. candle? That is. So we'll ignore it. It's interesting, all the, like these big neckline candles, they're like the market, there's the market close there, New York close, Sydney open, New York open. So they're just like the market. It's like the breathing between. This is like the New York session. Oh, that's the Sydney session. Whee! It's like, oh, it's the Kiwi dollar. There you go, Kiwi Japanese. That's the Sydney session, and then the New York session. Like, oh, we'll do the same, but they didn't quite do the same. Anyway, climb V2, and we're not going to do it. We're just drawing it in to prove that it will never work. So we're not doing it. New Zealand, US. That's a giant, possibly a 4. I've already entered it, so that's a too low. So we haven't had an entry yet. So the V2 entry, if you don't have a break close retest, but it has had a break close retest, so probably it entered there and stop lost out, then entered there and stop lost out. So it's probably lost 2% because it's had that break close retest. But it hasn't gone, and it had these 2 pin bars. So sad. USD CHIF. We do not like to lose any percent or any R's. Couldn't that be a 4-hour M? I guess, yeah. But it's already gone down here. I don't like it. Nope. It's an M pattern. It's like a da. But it's already had that big wick, which I don't like, so I'm just going to ignore it. Mexican. Arriba. See, this is the head and shoulders, shoulder, head, shoulder, but it's not reversing off anything. There's nothing. It needs something. It needs a target that the price has been at before. Otherwise, it's not a reversal. It's a continuation, and we're not trading continuation. Here's so many head and shoulder. Look, shoulder, big fat head, shoulder. It's a 7 a.m. No, it's a 9. It's a 10 p.m. candle. I don't know, man. It's just too messy to look at. This is Aussie Can. So we'll do the indexes. Australian stock index. I don't see any patterns there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing. That's Spain. I mean, that could be a head and shoulders, possibly shoulder, head, shoulder, but this is like still a big continuing uptrend line, so I don't think it's gonna break anytime soon. Japan, good on you, Japan. Get some stocks price increasing. Swiss, what stocks are Euro? UK had a big burst, look. So the head and shoulders pattern is much rarer in indexes, but it still does happen, and it's still reasonably profitable, but I still put it on the experimental account because I'm still finding out if it is profitable. I'm gathering data. See, here we're reversing, but what we're reversing off, we should be not so high. Should be like here. Don't be so greedy. And we've already had a break close retest, which is this. Break close retest there. There's the break and close. This is the neckline. It broke and closed through the neckline. It retested the neckline, so it's ready to go. Trade expiry is going to be here. I should check for comments. Nope, nobody's here. Cool. I'm all alone, and that's cool. Everything ready. Support and resistance we didn't do, and 2. I got 2 high, which is too low, whatever. I have to change it to 2. This looks like a resistance. It's hard to tell. Let's zoom out. So we're looking for anything in here. I mean, there. It's got one hit. It's got like one hit here and one hit there, so that can be a resistance level. Zoom back into the 1 hour. That's all I've got, really. And this is like just a, what do you call it? Congestion level? I'll treat it as resistance. Beep. And done. Ready to go. And why is the trade expiry there? Because that's where it is. Okay. It seems very short. I'm going to skip BCR because we're ready to go. I should put experimental account actually. Account ID equals experimental. Okay, so that's applying that trade, and we just wait. Done. I'm gonna go have a break now. I've actually been here for 2.5 hours, so even though I've only been streaming for like 20 minutes. Bye everyone, have a wonderful day, God bless you, be happy. Bing.